Let us watch our own breath, inhalation and exhalation. Om Mannath Sri Jagannath Madguru Sri Jagatguru Madatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Srimat Param Brahma Gurum Smarami. Srimat Param Brahma Gurum Vadami. Srimat Param Brahma Gurum Bhajami. Srimat Param Brahma Gurum Namami. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavai Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidveshavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I bow to God, who is omnipresent. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters, the gurus of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation as the living presence of God. Om Tat Sat Om. Now you can open your eyes. Good evening. I'm sorry that I cannot speak in Malayalam. Since my childhood, when I started learning the hymns and prayers, and especially of Acharya Shankara, I had deep love to come to this place, to Kerala. But there was no opportunity, or it was the will of God, because it is my firm belief, understanding, and also experience. It's called God's wish. So in 2019, first time I came to Kerala. So green, so clean. And I went only to one temple. Sri Guruvayur temple. Then we stayed here in the same place. And then we went to the place of Acharya Sankara. So took a dip in the river. I don't know which name you tell the river. I knew it is Purna. So it was really a nice experience. Sometimes back, I told Swami Achalananji, whom I was telling him joke, Malayala Swami, that I would like to come to Kerala again. And that is how I'm here with all of you. Since 2020 Navaratri, before the pandemic COVID started in India, I was in Vrindavan. Navaratri time, I was observing silence, and then there was the plan to go abroad, then shutdown. So I thought it is good, God wants to continue my shutdown. I shut down my mouth shut, no talk, for years. In between, in Tirupati, first time I came to Tirupati during that period, I spoke short time like this, but I was not talking. Since last November, mostly in satsang, I'm talking, or meditation. So after many years, first time I'm here to talk on Kriya Yoga. Again, I wish good evening to all of you. If you read the Bhagavad Gita, fourth chapter, in the beginning, the Lord is telling, Imam vivasvate yogam praktavan aham abhyaya vivasvan manave praha manoho ikshake abravit evam parampara praptam, and so on. The Lord is telling, this yoga I taught in the beginning of creation to Vivaswan. Vivaswan taught this yoga to his son, Ikshvaku. Manu taught Ikshvaku, and so on. The question comes, which yoga? Imam Abhyam yoga? My Gurudev told, God brought the supreme mystery of Kriya Yoga with its creation. You will ask, is Kriya Yoga the most ancient system of meditation or yoga? I will take you to Sadadarsana, 6 branch schools of philosophy that we in India, in Vedic tradition, believe. Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, Uttar Mimamsa, etc. So among the 6, yoga is a philosophy, Yoga Darsana. Every philosophy or every school of philosophy, they have a rishi and there is a sutra book. So rishi says Patanjali and sutra book is Yoga Sutra. So that is the most authentic and reliable source to know about yoga. I'll tell you, go from the beginning of the Yoga Sutra to the end of Yoga Sutra. You will not find the name of any yoga. yoga, yogaschitta vritti nirodha. But which yoga? Some people say it is Ashtanga yoga, yoga of 8 limbs. There is nothing written as Ashtanga yoga. He is telling yoga has 8 limbs. He didn't give this name Ashtanga yoga. He used only one name for yoga, that is Kriya yoga, and no other yoga in Yoga Sutra Patanjali. What is this Kriya yoga he is talking of? He is telling tapaha swadhyaya Ishwara pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. He's telling Kriya Yoga is consisting of 3. Tapaha. Tapaha means austerity, penance, or we'll tell self-discipline. Swadhyaya, study of scriptures, chanting of mantras, and Ishwara pranidhana, surrendering to God, loving God. My Gurudev told tapaha is karma, swadhyaya is jnana, Ishwara pranidhana is bhakti. In other words, says Patanjali is telling, Kriya Yoga is the integration of action, tapa, knowledge, jnana, and devotion, bhakti. So this is what Kriya Yoga is. Kriya Yoga is integration of these 3 major practices that people do. Now you'll ask, what is tapa? We have come to learn Kriya Yoga. What is tapa? What is swadhyaya? What is Ishwara pranidhana? My Gurudev told. Always I tell my Gurudev, do you know why? You learned anything, good or bad, you learned from somebody. You cannot say, I don't have anybody to teach me. I learned how to walk with help of somebody. We learned how to speak, papa, mama, tata, with the help of the parents. We learned ABCD with the help of the teachers. We learned cycling, biking, with the help of somebody who hold the bike, and we were jumping on it, hopping on it. In the same way, anything we have learned, good or bad, there is a teacher. I came to my Gurudev when I was a college student at the age of 20, 21, like this, 20 plus. So nearly 42 years I have been practicing this yoga. So whatever I have learned, understood more from my Gurudev than from studying or doing all this, directly from him. He told, do you know what is tapa? It is not Panchagni tapa, sit under the sun during hot summer, go into water. No. He said tapa is coming, or to understand it, there is one word, tapa. Tapa means warm temperature. Each one of us, we have a body temperature. Why? You will tell, because there is life. How to know there is life? Because there is prana. How to know there is prana? Because there is breath. There is simple meaning, that which breathes has life. That which has life is a prani or a living being. It can be a plant. It can be an insect. It can be a lion or a tiger or elephant. It can be we all. We all are prani. We all have prana. We all are breathing. Because of breath, there is life. There is warmness. Tapa is to perceive the source of this tapa, the temperature in the body, the cause of the temperature is breath. Who is breathing? You will tell the nose is breathing. One will tell the lung is breathing. The doctor will tell there is chemical reaction in the brain which makes the lung and heart to function. That is why breath is going on. A dead man has nose, dead man has lung, but not breathing. Question to the doctors, find out that chemical reaction and continue that chemical reaction in the human being. So it will continue, breathing will not die. However, tapaha, my Gurudev said, do you know what is Swadhyaya? It is not reading too many books. My Gurudev used to say, if you only study too many books, you will be a bookworm. You know bookworm. He said, Swadhyaya, so adhyaya, so means the self. Adhyaya means knowing. Knowing who am I is Swadhyaya. Breath, self-inquiry, and love for God. This is what Kriya Yoga is. Now I will tell you a little more about Kriya Yoga. It is consisting of two words, yoga and Kriya. What is yoga? I'll show you one. You take your finger, bend it. Bend it. Can you bend like me? Yoga is not this. Yoga is not flexibility of the body to keep the head down and legs up. Yes, it is a practice of some system of yoga, but yoga itself is not that. Yoga is a Sanskrit word. Nowadays, you can find in English dictionary the word yoga. Do you know? Sometimes, if you look at the English dictionary, you will find mantra, yoga. All these are there. Guru. Yoga is a Sanskrit word. It is coming from the root verb use. It has few meanings. Use sanyamane, to bring discipline to yourself. Use samadho, to be in deep meditation, and samadhi is yoga. Simple meaning of yoga, Gurudev said, is union. Use means to bring, to unite, to bring two things together. I am looking at you, you are looking at me. This is union of eyes. I am talking, you are listening. This is union of ideas. I saw you, you saw me, I hugged you. Union of two bodies. In this machine and electricity united together, functioning as amplifier, amplifying the voice. Bulb and electricity together, union. So union means making two together, my Gurudev said. Then my Gurudev gave one example. You look at my hand. It is his example. He used to show the hands like this. How many hands you see? Is it really one hand, or you'll say, we see one hand, but it is two. One is visible, one is invisible. He said, we all are two visible body, but behind this visible body, there is invisible soul, spirit. They're united together. So what is yoga? My Gurudev said, to feel that I am the soul living in the body, united with the body for how long? For a short period of time. Date of birth is known, but when the breath will stop, maybe next moment, is there any guarantee? No. So my Gurudev said, what is yoga? It begins from me, from within. I am the soul living in the body. This is the beginning. Now, my Gurudev gave another example. He said, there is electricity in this hall. Yes or no? Yes. Electricity in this ashram, electricity in the city, electricity in entire state of Kerala. But where is the source of electricity? You will tell the powerhouse where electricity is generated. All the houses, all the bulbs are connected with the powerhouse where this power is generated. Yes or no? Yes. So the soul is within the power. And each one of us, we all are connected with invisible connection, with one powerhouse. And that powerhouse is the divine, God. Then my Gurudev said, first feel the union. Remember, I am the soul in the body, but I am always connected with the powerhouse. Powerhouse is the other meaning of yoga is Jiva Atmani Eva Aikyam Yoga. Individual self connected with the Supreme Self. So the simple meaning of yoga is to feel that I am the soul living in the body, I am connected with the divine. And I am not only connected with divine, I am connected with all. This is what yoga is. Then you will ask me, we understood the simple. I'm not going more detail because time is short. What is the meaning of word Kriya? Then my Gurudev said, Kriya means I'm talking. Can a dead man talk? No. Who is talking? Who is helping my mouth to speak? Who is helping the brain or the mind to give the ideas? I'm waving my hand. Who is enabling me to wave my hand, to make my hand like this? Who? You are cooking, you are walking, you are driving, you are working. Anything we do, this is Kri. Krudhatu means doing. Anything you do with every action. My Gurudev used to say, before, during, and after every activity, to love, to remember the divine is Kriya. Kriya means anything I do, I'll be conscious of the divine who is helping me to speak, and I'll offer it to the divine. This is what Kriya is. Now I will take you a little bit more in deeper. In the hand, how many fingers are there? Five. This hand, both hands. We make the hands together like this. This is yoga. This is a mudra, pranayama mudra. This is yoga. We do 5 types of work. How many? Not 6. If you look at that picture, in the picture, if you look from below, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, these 5 chakras, they are related to 5 elements and 5 types of work. Am I clear? If you go a little above, Agnya and Sahasrara, they are in the brain, and the 5 chakras are in the spine. And I don't know how many of you have seen the little baby. On the head of the little baby, newborn baby or few weeks, few months old baby, you can find there is a very soft place. If you put your finger there, as if your finger will enter into the brain. So soft. No all around its skull, but that is open, just thin skin cover. When that baby is growing up, slowly the bone covered it up. We had that, but it is no more there. But there is a small opening. On the top, which is called as Sahasrara, in yogic language, it is called as Brahma Randhra. The soul enters the body through that. Then it is closed. That is the door which was open before the soul entered the body. Then it is closed. And once we grew up, then it is completely closed. Randhra means the opening. Brahma means the divine. The opening for the divine. The body is the temple. Each living body, not only human, each living body is the temple of God. Deha Devalaya Praktaha. The body, it is in Upanishad. The body is considered as the temple. So who is in the temple? Jiva Deva Sada Shiva. My Gurudev used to tell, write Shiva. I don't know in Malayalam how you write, but in Sanskrit, if you write Shiva and then you remove Ikara, then it becomes Shava. Shava means dead body. But with Ikara, it becomes Shiva. Body without the soul is dead body. Body with soul, it's living, beautiful, loving. So Shiva and Sava. The soul entered the body through Sahasrara, the fontanel, living in the body for the time being. Where it is living? Inside the brain somewhere. Then comes the next is Agnya. Agnya means command. Commanding the sense organs, commanding the body, commanding the mind to work, to function. And these functions are taking place through the 5 chakras in the spine, represented with 5 fingers. I'll tell you 5 fingers. What is the name of this finger? In English, it is little finger. This is ring finger. Kanistha, Kanistika, Anamika, ring finger in English. This is Madhyama, the middle. This is Tarjani, the index. This is Angusta, the thumb. This little finger represents Muladhara Chakra at the bottom. If you look at the Muladhara Chakra, it is written earth. What does it mean? Any activity on the earth, mostly material activity, is conducted through the soul, by the soul, through Muladhara Chakra. You have a job, somebody has business, anything we do for earning money, anything we earn, it is also earned. You know? I don't know here, but I'm from Odisha. In Odisha, Lord Jagannath is there. On the side of Lord Jagannath, 2 divine mothers are there, Bhudevi and Sri Devi. Bhudevi and Sri Devi. Do you know, they are really one. They are not 2. Bhudevi and Sri means prosperity. It is dynamic. Bhu, prosperity in static state. Suppose you will tell a country is prosperous, rich, It's all with the earth. They have more land, they have more agriculture, they have more industry, they have more gold, they have more diamond, they have more, whatever you tell, prosperity, it is all in earth. But in dynamism becomes Sri. Am I clear? Muladhara is the material activity represented through little finger. It is earth. Swadhisthana is water. This finger. Do you know what is this finger I told? Ring finger. In English, they call ring finger. Here it is said anamika. Anamika means no name. So, ring finger, why? I will tell one real incident. I was listening to a person who was long ago. He was a very good scholar on the Vedas. He traveled all over the world. And in West, he and his wife were sitting and he was giving a talk. So after the talk, there was question and answer. So one lady stood up. He said, "Gentleman, I was looking at your wife. The wife has a big red mark on her forehead. What is it? What is its Vedic significance?" Then it was, very unusual question because he was talking on the Veda. He said, "I will tell you. First I tell what does it mean? She's married and that is the symbol. In India, if any lady has a red mark on the forehead, it is clear that she's married. Do you want to know more?" She said, "I'm grateful to India that anybody who will look at that is married and will respect that she's a married lady. Nobody looks at my finger. I am now 70 years old. Still then somebody is coming and telling, I want to love you. I tell I'm married. But if one sees here, one can easily know it's married. Thank you." He said, the people of India are very intelligent. They did solve a lot of problems only with this sign. I'm not telling more. This is ring finger. When one is married in West, they use a ring. That is why it's ring finger. But this anamika, the water element, represents the family life. Suppose one is married, wife, children, all these activities are from Swadhisthana Chakra. One who is not married, one who is, suppose, meditating, discipline, each chakra also represents discipline because yoga is discipline. Yoga is action, yoga is discipline. So Swadhisthana is family center. And that is water. Now come to the third chakra, the navel center. It is written fire. I will tell you my Gurudev. My Gurudev used to say, do you know, each human body is a 7-storied building. It is a building. Deha is also a house. So how, he said 7-storied. The first story, your working floor. Second is the bedroom. Third is kitchen and dining room. He used to tell in his own funny way, Manipura Chakra, the fire element, is the center for food, drink, health, beauty, all this. We cook food with fire. We digest food with inner fire. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. I am Vaishwanara fire. Praninam Deham Asritaha. I am remaining in each living being. I digestive fire. Somebody has strong digestive fire, good appetite. Some has weak digestive fire, unable to digest, sickness, and so on. So Nepal center, Manipura is the higher center. It's food, drink, health, beauty, and so on. Disease. Now comes Anahata Chakra. If you see the fourth, Anahata Chakra, and there is air element. And which finger? This is the middle finger, and middle the tallest. Food is a very dominant aspect in everybody's life. Now this finger, this is a troublesome finger. Do you know why? Its name is Tarjani. In English, it is index, pointing finger. I point finger towards, when I point a finger towards you, how many fingers are pointing towards me? Oh, he's a nice person. He's bad. The finger pointing towards me means you are 3 times worse. If I tell somebody is bad, I am 3 times, because one finger towards the person, 3 fingers towards me. Don't point your finger towards anybody. Am I clear? This is the heart center, Anahata, the fourth, which regulates our emotional life. Anger, jealousy, unhappiness, frustration, and so on. Plus, these are the vices. Plus, kindness, compassion, love. So emotion has two aspects, negative emotion, positive emotion. If anybody is more with negative emotion, somebody has anger, somebody has fear, somebody has unhappiness, somebody has jealousy, life is really miserable. If somebody has more positive emotion, love, kindness, forgiveness, serving, life is more beautiful. So fourth type of action, action of the heart or emotional activities. Now the fifth in Vishuddha, in the neck. Vishuddha, it is said vacuum, 5 elements. So what does it mean? Vishuddha, intellectual, philosophical, religious life that makes life more purer, more elevated. So these are the 5 groups of activities that is being conducted through the body, through the 5 chakras, also regulated through 5 elements in the body. So this is what Kriya. Anything you do, for example, my mind is now with food. Suppose I'm hungry. My mind is in food. So tell me, mind is in which chakra? Manipura. I need money. I have financial problem. I am really worried for money. Where is my mind? In Muladhara. Some people want to marry, are unable to marry. They're searching and searching. Somebody came to me and asked, it was in Middle East last month, October. I was in October in Dubai. He said, I have been searching for a good wife. Now I am this. He's already old. He's searching. I told you, you'll be searching your whole life. I'll tell one funny incident. One was, Gurudev was in West. One young man came and bowed to him. He said, Gurudev said, are you married? He said, no. Why don't you marry? He said, because I have not found a right woman for me. Partner. He said, you are not finding, or you just want searching and searching? He said, no, I'm not finding. He said, if you really want to marry, take a telephone number and call that I want to marry you. He said, how can I marry a person whom I don't know? Gurudev said, in India, people, in my brother married, he didn't see his wife. My father got married. He never saw my mother before marriage. Nobody. In India, they banned. Then he said, I can't believe. Gurudev said, if you want to marry, there is a telephone number you call. He gave a telephone number from his notebook. Do you know they got married? They got married. Now they're old couple, living together joyfully. The purpose of telling this, if we analyze our life every day, every moment, we can see in which chakra my mind is. I'm upset, my mind is in heart center. My mind is cheerful, happy, religious, I'm in Vishuddha chakra. My mind is, you can analyze your own life in which chakra. And from that analysis, you can easily understand which chakra is healthy in you, which chakra is unhealthy or weak in you, which chakra is stronger, which chakra is weaker. You can easily analyze your own life. So now come back to the words yoga and kriya. Yoga means union. Kriya means anything I do, I'll do it with love. I'm speaking, I'll speak with love. I'll take food with love. I'll walk with love. Every moment with love, love for God. This is the simplest meaning of Kriya Yoga. Am I clear? Now I'll take it a little bit deeper. Kriya Yoga is a system of meditation. Kriya Yoga is a system of meditation. If you read Adhyatma Ramayana, Lord Rama is meditating. It is an Aranyakanda. And when he finished his meditation, Sri Lakshmana asked, my brother, what did you practice? You look so peaceful, so calm. Lord Rama is telling, I was practicing Kriya Yoga. Exactly, the name is there in Adhyatma Ramayana. I was practicing Kriya Yoga. Adhyatma Ramayana is written by, do you know who? Valmiki Ramayana is written by says Valmiki. Adhyatma Ramayana is written by says Vyasadeva. Adhyatma Ramayana is written by Vyasadeva. He's telling that Lord Rama is telling, I was practicing Kriya Yoga. If you go back to Imam Vivasvate Yogam, Vivaswan Manave Praha, Manu Ikshvakabe Abravit. His Ikshvaku, from Ikshvaku, the generation comes Lord Rama. Kriya Yoga is a system of meditation which is not written in books. It is directly taught by the teacher and student. And this meditation technique is taught after a process which is called as initiation. So it is not just use, I told you, close your eyes, think of God. It's beginning. Watch your breath, beginning. But the real system of meditation is taught after the process of initiation. It is so. This is what in our lineage. If you have read the autobiography of Yogi, I don't know how many of you have read. Sri Lahiri Mahasaya, he was born in Bengal, in the district of Nadia. At the age of 5, his father moved from Bengal to Kashi, Varanasi, where he lived. He grew up. He was already married. He was working. He had a job in military PWD, Public Works. He was miraculously transferred unexpectedly to the foothill of the Himalayas in Raniket. Not so much of work. So he was walking one afternoon. Somebody called him, Shamacharan, idhar aav, come here. He looked, who knows me in this unknown place? I'm just new. He found one sadhu is calling him. He became curious. Sadhu told, follow me. He took him to a cave. He asked him, do you recognize this place? He said, no. Do you recognize me? He said, no. Do you recognize this water pot, Kamandal? He said, no. Blanket? He said, no. Then he tossed him. Then he had recollection. He found, oh God, you are my Guru. This is the cave where I meditated. This is my water pot. This is my blanket. But it's great illusory power. I forgot you. Then Sri Lahiri Mahasaya said, the Babaji, great Guru, he said, you drink this oil and go and take dip in this river. Come back and you know, if you have read the autobiography, you know the story. I don't want to tell more. Then he taught him the technique of Kriya Yoga. He taught to his disciples. If you look at the pictures, in the pictures you'll find the first is Babaji Maharaj. Let me clarify you. This is not his picture. Babaji Maharaj has no picture. You'll say, what is this? It is a drawing. It is a drawing? It is a drawing. Be very good. Don't be unhappy. We see the image of Lord Krishna. Has anybody seen Krishna? It is an image. So this image, as directed by Paramahansa Yoganandaji, his younger brother drew it. Am I clear? Before Yoganandaji, all the disciples of Lahiri Mahasaya were putting Om. Putting Om on the top, he's the representing Babaji. Because Babaji had many names. Some people called him as Onkar Baba, Triambaka Baba, Budhwa Baba, Babaji. He had many names. This picture we started using from the time of Yoganandaji. So his disciple is Lahiri Mahasaya. It is real picture. Lahiri Mahasaya had quite a few householder disciples, few monastic disciples, but mostly householders. Then you see Sri Yukteswarji, he was a householder. He was married. He had a daughter. The wife died. The daughter got married. He was highly elevated in his meditation and spiritual wisdom. Some people said, why don't you become a monk? You have no family, no responsibility, be a monk. So he became a monk months after Lahiri Mahasaya's physical departure. Swami Sri Yukteswarji. Next to Swami Sri Yukteswarji, if you find, he is Bhupendranath Sanyal Mahasaya. He is another householder disciple of Sri Lahiri Mahasaya. Then you will find Paramahansa Yoganandaji. Then you will find Swami Satyanandaji. Then you will find our Gurudev. So, Evam Parampara Praptam. So, for example, tomorrow those will get initiated, all of you. This is the Guru lineage. Parampara. So, Kriya Yoga initiation is imparted by the authorized teachers from a lineage, and this is a living and continuous lineage in the line of Kriya Yoga. And after initiation, the technique is taught. If one practices this Kriya Yoga meditation technique, few things one should know. I'll tell a little bit of the benefit. I came to my Gurudev, as I told you, at the age of 20, I did not come to him to learn Kriya Yoga. I was searching for a spiritual guide who can help me. When I saw him, I was attracted. My mind was feeling more, and anyhow, I accepted him as my Guru. And then he taught me Kriya Yoga, practice it. So I'm practicing. If one practices Kriya Yoga meditation sincerely, one thing I'll tell you, initiation is just like admission in the school. Initiation is a yogic process of chakra purification, and there are some other. In Kriya Yoga initiation, you will be taught to how to perceive triple qualities, how to listen to divine sound, light within, feeling pulsation, vibration in the body. It will be taught during initiation, after initiation in meditation. If one initiation is over, it is, for example, it is done. Now you are taught the technique. If you practice the technique, what will happen? As I told you, I have been practicing this technique for last 42 years. What I have got, I will tell you. The benefit. The first benefit, the physical benefit. I was a born sick child. You'll tell what? I was born as a 7 months old baby, premature early delivery. You just imagine 64, 65 years ago in a remote village, no electricity and not too much of modern medical care. You can imagine how I struggled. The body was filled with diseases, low immunity, continuous infection, and so on. Not a single day was left without medicine, without allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurveda, and so on. Through practice of Kriya Yoga, what has happened to me? I experienced better health. This thing happened to me. Again, what more? When I saw my Gurudev, I had a little bit, inner pride or ego, you can tell. I was a good student, good memory power. When I saw my Gurudev, I was in my 20s, he was in his 70s. Do you know what happened with me? My ego was like this. At the age of 70s, his memory power, oh God, unbelievable. I also found through practice of meditation, memory power increases. Mind becomes peaceful. Mind becomes calm. Mind becomes focused. I'll give one example how meditation helps. I have a friend. We both got initiated into Kriya Yoga on the same day. Then he became a bank officer. He was new during probation period. So he was in the bank. He was given some work. So he finished his work and he was reading a spiritual book. His manager came and he said, "Young man, what are you doing? Have you finished your work?" He said, "Yes, it is done." "So you could finish so quick?" He said, "Yes, it is done." He looked at, during those days it was manual work, no computer, nothing. He looked, everything is done. "How could you do it so quick?" Then he smiled, he said, "I meditate." The meaning is, one who meditates, mind will be so peaceful. Other people can take hours to work, you can finish it in short time. In other hand, you can accomplish a lot because of your peaceful mind. It will happen. I also saw the same thing. When the mind is peaceful, you can work a lot, you can do a lot, you will not feel so tired easily. So peacefulness of mind, good memory power, joyfulness. So these are the few benefits I tell near you. If anybody practices it regularly, one will experience it. Now, you will ask, how long to practice? When my Gurudev was there and we used to sit together in India and abroad, and suppose there is Kriya Yoga talk. In the beginning, I used to talk and then he. If I spoke, you meditate for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour, or if I tell 1 hour, he will tell, don't say this. He immediately will interfere. Tell 5 minutes. So I tell, because we had very nice play on this stage also. He loved me and I told Gurudev is telling 5 minutes, but you should practice 24 hours. Kriya Yoga meditation has two aspects. The techniques, depending upon your own availability of time, you have to practice. If you have really 45 minutes, 1 hour time, you can practice it everything elaborately and good. If you can practice 2 times in a day, better. If you have 10 minutes, you can practice. If you have 15 minutes, you can practice. 5 minutes also. Practice as much time you have. But the 24 hours practice, as I am telling, it is the example of my Gurudev. Gurudev used to say, suppose you have a car. You go to the gas station, petrol pump. You fill petrol or the gas. For how long? In 5-10 minutes, the gas tank is full. How many hours you will drive? Hours. You take food, you are hungry, you took your breakfast. For how long you will feel no appetite, you are full? For many hours. So you take food for once, many hours you continue without food. In the same way, meditate for a few minutes, but maintain the state of meditation 24 hours. That is what Kriya Yoga meditation is. Kriya Yoga meditation is non-stop. Anything you do, it will be meditation. Cook in the kitchen is meditation. Talk with your friend is meditation. I am talking to you. You know, I am in my inner meditation. It is there. Once when one practices little more, understands much better. So Kriya Yoga meditation, how long you have to practice? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour, very good. But 24 hours. Maintain it. Am I clear? What are the prerequisites for Kriya Yoga? My Gurudev used to say, Kriya Yoga is the common highway of all religions. People of different faiths, different practices, they practice Kriya Yoga. Christians, Buddhists, Jews, Zoroastrians, Sikh, different people, they're practicing. Because God is one. Somebody said, I don't believe in God. Can I meditate? Gurudev said, yes. I don't believe in God. He said, you have breath or no breath? He said, breath. Believe in your breath and meditate. Very simple. So it is a meditation technique open for anybody, no matter. There is no discrimination of gender, no discrimination of religion, no consideration of anything. Normally we tell above the age of 12, 13. But sometimes exception is there. Some little children, if the parents are meditating, children also meditate. One child, he knew all the techniques. Nobody taught him because he observed what the parents are doing and he was doing. And came to me and asked, can I not meditate? Can I not initiate? He knew everything because of the parents. So however, normally we tell above the age of 12 and there is no upper age limit. Do you know, once I was in Germany, grandmother, mother, and 2 grandchildren, 3 generations. Grandmother in her 80s, mother in her 60s, and the children, the grandchildren in their youthful stage. All came for initiation. When I told the grandmother, "You are my Amma, mother," she said, "No, I am your child." I was at that time in my 30s. So there is no upper age limit. Gurudev said, what is the real requisite? Requisite is deep desire. If you have deep desire, you have the desire, you came here. You have the desire, you learn the technique, get initiated and learn the technique. But that is not enough. You have to maintain the desire, which will be stronger and stronger. I'll practice it, I'll practice it. I'll not make any compromise. I'll give the example of Sri Lahiri Mahasaya. As I told you, when he went to his guru of his lives and got initiated, and he wanted, I don't want to go back. He said, no, 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 you have to go back. He went back to his family and lived with his family. After initiation, 5 children were born. He was young. 5 children. He had job. Whatever money he was earning was not enough. He had some extra part-time work to get more money. Wife doesn't know that he's meditating. Do you know why? You have job, you have part-time, other work, you have family, you have to go for shopping, you have to do this. So where was time? When the wife was sleeping, wife and husband sleeping on the same bed, night time after the wife slept, he was getting up and sitting in a corner and meditating. Wife didn't know that the husband is meditating. If we have deep desire, we will find time. If we don't have desire, we can have many excuses. Oh, this is this, I have no time, I have so much of work, I have so much of problems. This all so-called excuses. So Gurudev said, if you have deep desire, I'm happy to speak to you on Kriya Yoga this evening. And I'm happy that you all have come to learn Kriya Yoga. As I told you, Kriya Yoga, Gurudev said, God brought this supreme mystery of Kriya Yoga with its creation. And welcome to all of you. Please learn and practice. And just like the breath is continuous, our practice should be continuous. Breath is so precious. Love God in every breath. Not to waste time, not to allow the mind to go here and there. My Gurudev used to say, mind is like a dog. You take your pet dog and wash the body. You dry the body of the dog even. If you let the dog free, the dog will go and roll on the carpet or roll on the lawn. Again, the body will be dirty. The mind is like that. Don't allow the mind to go here and there. Tie the mind. Hold it. Meaning not to allow ordinary thoughts, negative thoughts. Things will happen. Since last 4 years, I am not reading newspaper. We don't watch television. I don't know what is going on in this world, but I'm living. Suppose I'm here, with me two Swamijis are here. Most of the time I travel alone. Once you drop me in the airport, I go inside. I have no telephone with me. No internet, no way to communicate. But I am traveling all over the world, all alone. The thing is, love God, meditate, do your work. If you are a householder, be a good householder. Take care of your wife and family, but meditate. Take care of who are working with you in a very loving way, but you meditate. Meditation will give you, in the words of Sri Gurudev, all-round development. all-round development, if you will. It depends upon your hand, your practice. Practice it. Thank you all. My love to all of you. Happy to speak to you for nearly 1 hour, I think. Let us close our eyes for a moment. With deep love, let us think of God, the soul within. Let us watch our own breath. Restless mind, restless breath, peaceful mind, slow and rhythmic breath. My Gurudev told, breath control is self-control. We have to regulate our breath. Let us pray to God and Sri Gurudev to bless each one of us, our own family, our country, and the entire creation. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkhavak bhavet. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity everywhere. Om Tat Sat Om. Om Aham. Thank you all.